I am so excited to welcome our beloved CEO, pioneer of Contentstack innovation, Neha Sampat.
Welcome to ContentCon. Welcome to Chicago. Good morning, everyone. I was told I shouldn't dance so much that I lose my breath. This is the best I've done in 4 years. On behalf of the entire Contentstack team, I want to start by saying thank you for being here. Whether you traveled from across town, across the country, or outside of the country, it means a lot that you chose to spend a day and a half, 2 days with us. There's so much else that you could be doing with your friends, your family, your colleagues, and the fact that you came here means a lot to all of us. I'm looking forward to some great conversations, and I'm looking forward to making history with all of you over the next couple days. I want to give a huge thank you to our partner sponsors. The 30 partners that have spent time to come here and to sponsor this conference and make this special for all of you are the people that are leading the charge in this industry and helping various brands do really incredible things. So please do take a moment to step outside into that pavilion throughout the next couple days and spend some time getting to know what our partners bring to the table. What we do is hard. No one can do it alone. So you got to find the right partners to work with to make it happen. This is our 4th annual ContentCon, our first one in Chicago. We started this conference back in 2022 to bring together people who were trying to make the impossible possible. In our first ContentCon, we had 125 attendees. We launched a product. Our second ContentCon a year later, also in Austin, Texas, we had about 200 attendees, launched a product. Last year, we also held a ContentCon in Austin, Texas. We had 6 products launched. We hosted 300 people. And this is our first ContentCon in Chicago. Over 450 people here, hundreds of people online. Thank you for those of you tuning in virtually. And we believe that this is our last small event. So thank you all again for being here. This shows the power of community. We continue to grow together. We learn from each other. We connect, and we make each other stronger and better so we can do hard things. We believe that at Contentstack and within this community, we're raising the bar. We have more innovation. We're shipping product at record speeds. We're trying to stay on top of tech so our customers get the benefit of that all the time. We see validation from the industry. We were named a visionary in the 2025 Gartner Magic Quadrant for DXP and a leader in the recent Forrester Wave for CMS. Our momentum is real. It's being recognized from the outside looking in. We're making more bold moves. We announced our acquisition of Lytx back in January. The acquisition of Lytx brings real-time data activation to Contentstack. This unlocks new possibility in a world where context is queen. The MarTech ecosystem has thousands of players. Over 15,000 now. It's so mind-boggling. It's so noisy. It's so overwhelming. We help brands cut through that clutter. We help brands stand out in a world where brand recognition is so important. Brand relevancy is everything. Our focus is giving customers real results, not just more tech. We deliver meaningful value so customers can deliver the outcomes that they're going after. We want you all to win. Now, bear with me, and if you're willing to, even think about closing your eyes and imagine what the world might look like. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast canyon. Behind you is solid ground, familiar, worn, predictable, but maybe not as strong as you want it to be. Ahead of you, on the other side of this canyon, is the future. Smarter systems, faster workflows, better customer experiences. You know that you have to get to the other side, but there's no bridge. Not yet. And here's the twist. You can't wait for someone else to build it. You have to step off the bridge and build it as you walk across. That's what real change feels like. Strategic, tech-driven transformation isn't a smooth path. It is an act of courage. It asks people to suspend certainty, to work without all of the answers, and to trust that the next plank will appear when they take the next step. You can open your eyes. Some make it across and others freeze at the edge. And the difference between the two isn't just technology. It is about the people and leadership and those that will take the uncertain middle. Change doesn't begin when software launches. It begins when the moment that someone takes a breath and takes that step into the unknown. Change is all around us. Sometimes we drive it. Sometimes we have some control over it. But often it happens whether we're ready for it or not. AI has taken a hold of a lot of things that we thought to be true. What matters is how we respond. We can't control how fast AI is changing the game, but we can control our mindset around it and what we do about it. To succeed, we have to embrace that change. We have to lean into it. But what's important is thinking about change management as more than just embracing technology. And it's never been more important than now. The good news is that you're not alone. Everybody's feeling this pain. Everyone's feeling the stress of all the change and all the noise in the market. And we're doing this together. Major brands around the world have already transformed, or they're in the middle of building that bridge to the other side. Here's some examples of those brands that are building this bridge today. Some have successfully crossed to the other side. Others are doing it as we speak. While you're here, I'd encourage you to spend time learning from one another. Adaptivity. Adaptivity is everything. The pace of change in our industry is accelerating. Companies that don't move fast get left behind. Over 40% of digital transformation projects are driven by competition and pressure. Over 70% of enterprise marketers are using AI assistants every day. Last year on stage, if you asked people if they were using AI, there was a lot more uncertainty than there is today. It's happening very, very fast. The bottom line is the winners are the ones who embrace change, adapt quickly, aren't afraid to reinvent themselves. At Contentstack, we pride ourselves in being your partners in transformation. We like to think that no one knows more, and this isn't meant to be an arrogant statement. It's really just that we've been doing this a long time, and we've been trying to solve real problems for a long time, and we've learned a lot while doing that. We bring to the table some really important parts of our offering. That's customer success, leaning in to ensure that you're successful as a customer. It's our technical solutions org that will partner with you along the way. It's the academy, so you can learn and grow at your own pace. And it's our accelerators, like the AI accelerator, that helps you unpack what you might want to do with AI in your organization. We also truly believe that no one cares more. There's two new things happening in this world for us. The first is that we've announced technical account managers. That's been in market now for a few months. It is a group inside Contentstack that will partner with you as you're trying to go through the transformation journey. And new to Contentstack is also our changemakers program. And I'd encourage you to learn a little bit more about that by attending some of the workshops today. This is really being your partner in going through change and thinking through what that means for you. We believe there's a changemakers playbook. Every company's different. You have to figure out what works for you when you're going through change. But there's a few things that stand out. One is that every company needs to get cross-functional buy-in. And that includes having priorities that everyone's on board with. It seems like it should be easy and straightforward, but it's really not. Next, it's aligning on a North Star, which means that everyone's on the same page about what success looks like. And then finally, it is about proving yourself, starting small, showing value quickly, maybe even creating FOMO inside your organization to be a part of this project, and then helping to bring others along for the journey. I truly believe that in this room, we're all change makers. You're here for a reason. You've stepped away from your daily lives to spend time with the people in this room. Let's keep helping each other grow, challenge the status quo, and make a lasting impact on your careers, on your lives, on the brands that you support, and in this community. And just remember that you are not alone. And that journey starts right now. Woo.
So tell me what you were saying outside.
Oh, the car thing. I've been trying to buy a new car, and I've been searching all around and giving all these brands hints about what I want. But every time I go back to their sites, it's like they have no idea who I am or what I might want to see based on my past purchases.
It seems like a completely solvable problem. It's just that brands aren't solving it right now.
Everything's about to change. By 2030, digital experiences will be fundamentally different.
AI will be the new front door of the internet. The buyer has a need and an agent has your answer. But it has to be done in a way that is trustworthy and driven by human creativity.
The one-size-fits-all web will be gone by 2030. They'll have a million variations that are tailored in real time to the visitor based on their sentiment and their behaviors.
As a buyer, I want to have the same experience no matter where I am or what I'm doing. If I'm cooking dinner and I want to know where my package is, I should get an answer without having to touch a screen or log in. All these interfaces will become sentient.
They'll understand natural language, emotional states, expressions.
And that will allow wearables and digital assistants to anticipate your needs before you articulate them.
We're headed towards a self-driving marketing world. A world where you set the goal, and AI figures out how to get there. It will create the experience, distribute it, and optimize continuously without human intervention.
My job is going to change. Lots of jobs will. We're entering a world where 99% of what takes up your time right now will be done by AI. AI will be like a good friend or a great assistant.
So much of the labor of standing up collateral and campaigns will be done for us.
The marketers will return to brand building, but supercharged at scale. But to get there, marketing needs a partner, and your brand needs to keep up and stand out.
By being predictive,
Immersive and entirely adaptive.
we don't have to imagine the future anymore. We have everything we need to define it.
So when you get hired at Contentstack, in the offer letter, it says you have to pick walk-up songs and dance when you walk up. And I'm a terrible dancer, so I pick songs that you can't really dance to. I mean, you kind of can, but anyway. I'm Gurdeep Dhillon, CMO here at Contentstack. On behalf of my team, my incredible team, they're kind of dispersed throughout the room, it's our honor to host you all here for the next couple days. If you need anything that will make your experience better, come to me, come to them, and we're happy to help. And actually, that starts with those of you standing in the back. Unless you really want to stand, there are some open seats if you want to come and get comfortable. The chairs are more comfortable than they look. So, today's a big moment for me personally. As of about 5:35 this morning, I hit a personal milestone. 10,000 LinkedIn followers. Right before I came on stage, I was talking to my kids before they go to school, and my youngest, I have twins that are 13 and the younger one. I was like, hey, your dad has 10,000 LinkedIn followers. And she was like, whoa, you know 10,000 people? And I was like, no, I know like 487 people. The rest just want to sell me something. And it just made me laugh because like, I don't know when it happened, but it kind of became very impersonal. Social media, LinkedIn. And I think it's pertinent to this conversation because we're trying to be authentically personal. Anyway, I'm still celebrating. 10,000. Okay, let's jump in. Digital 2030. This is a topic we've been thinking about for a while. We've been creating content around it. We've been interviewing experts around the industry, partners, customers, analysts. Like, what's this world going to look like in 5 years? And then we made that video, and I just can't help but laugh because we're all going to be wrong. Like, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. All these predictions are going to be wrong, or they're going to happen way sooner than 2030. And then I thought, well, who should we have asked? And I was like, we should have asked these people. Does anybody know who they are? These are some of the OG writers of The Simpsons. And if I was going to trust anybody to make predictions about the future, I probably would trust The Simpsons. You may not know this, but there's like 34 documented cases of The Simpsons correctly predicting the future, from presidents to Super Bowl champions. The list goes on. And yes, that is Conan O'Brien right there in the middle. That's how he started out. All jokes aside, though, I think the one thing we can all agree on is that in 5 years, nothing will be the same. Absolutely nothing will be the same as it is today. So for me, that begs the question, are you ready? Are we ready? It's super encouraging to me that you're all in the room because that tells me that you at least want to be ready. You know you need to be ready. So that's a great place to start. We want to be ready too. Ready for a future where agents act on behalf of customers and businesses and often interact with digital experiences more than humans do. A future where your customers demand hyper-personalization. All the data supports this. People are willing to give more and pay more for a more personalized experience and, more importantly, the outcomes of that experience. In an agentic future, content actually is data. When agents are visiting your digital property on behalf of their human, they're going to look at content as data. Super interesting to think about it that way. And that data, that first and zero-party data about your customers and your audience, that's not just a valuable asset, it becomes your competitive advantage. That's the future that we see coming. The funny part, though, is it's not in 5 years. The spoiler alert is it's now. It's happening now. At Contentstack, we have conviction that to be truly ready for the change that's happening now, to gain that competitive advantage, you have to put your brand in a position to deliver what we call adaptive digital experiences. Adaptive. What's adaptive? An adaptive digital experience is a dynamic, in-the-moment interaction between a brand and a customer. It's powered by brand-aware AI. We'll talk more about brand-aware a little bit later. It's powered by insights available to you in real time about your audience. And it's powered by automation to scale like we've never been able to scale before. That's what adaptive is. But here's the rub. You cannot be adaptive if you're not being personal. And getting to personal is really hard. It's really hard. Why is that? A couple reasons. We've talked about this before, but it is absolutely a content problem. This is my team's world. If we wanted to personalize our homepage, we would need 288 versions of it because of all the segments and permutations we have. There's no way that, even I have a small but mighty team, there's no way they could do that, so we don't do it. We give up. Everybody does. That's a problem. But a funny thing happened when we started talking to you all about personalization and about this content problem. We realized it actually wasn't just a content problem, it's also a data problem. And what we realized is customers tend to fall in one of two buckets. The first bucket is we haven't yet found a way to unify the data we have about our customers, from anonymous to known, behavioral to transactional in one place. We're struggling with that. The second bucket is we feel okay about that, but we're not able to activate it. We can't do anything with the data. We can't put it to work for our business and our brand. That's a problem. So this fancy word, this sexiest term that no one is actually doing, it's broken. Personalization is broken. It's never been possible to do it right until now. And that's because there are new playbooks for both content and data. Last year, we laid the foundation for this with content. It's all made possible by AI. No surprise there. But AI, our point of view on this is the promise of AI isn't to kill creativity, it's to actually unlock it. It's to allow you to scale like never before, automate the things you never could, and then maximize the ROI of your precious human resources. That's the promise of AI. One really important thing, though. AI can do more harm than good if it is not what we call brand aware, meaning it knows everything about your company, everything about what you stand for, everything about both your verbal and visual identity. Your brand is going to have to live in the digital space, and that's really important. The new playbook for data is actually quite simple in the way we are describing it. The ability to unify that profile, to take anonymous interaction with your digital experiences at the individual user level, track and combine that with then conversions and transactional data in one profile, and most importantly, making that data available to activate in real time, to put it to work for you and for your customers. So when you solve for content, the outcome you achieve is scale, which is great because then the 288 problem kind of goes away. When you solve for data, you gain context. Neha likes to say, content is king, then context is queen. Context is critical to this equation because when you combine scale with context, that is what unlocks your ability to be adaptive. I want to be very clear. We are not talking about improving website performance. This isn't about bounce rates. This isn't about page load times. This is about something much, much more important. This is about brand relevancy. That's what's at stake in this new world. If you are not able to put AI to work for your business, to drive more conversions, more advocacy, This is an existential crisis for every brand in this room, including ourselves. Brand relevancy, that's what's at stake. So you're like, okay, thanks, Gurdeep, you're scaring the crap out of us. What do we do? What do we do? Well, we've been thinking about this future for a while. We've been building for this. In February, we launched Contentstack Edge, the world's first and only adaptive digital experience platform that is built for the AI era. There are other digital experience platforms out there. They were built over 30 years ago, cobbled together over the last 30 years, but they were built for the internet era. That era is dead. It's gone. This is the only platform in the world that combines data, content, and AI that allows you to deliver adaptive experiences in real time across all channels. It's ushering us into a new era of digital excellence, one where the gap between the brands that win and the brands that lose will be clearly defined by their ability to deliver adaptive digital experiences. And when you get this right, it's really powerful. You give customers a reason to opt in, not opt out. A reason to engage more, to buy more, to use more, to be a loud voice, an advocate for your brand. If you get this right, that's what you get. And it's like, okay, well, what are the hurdles facing us? And we've kind of bucketed into three. There's three main challenges that if we could knock these over, we can make these irrelevant, you can actually start to do this at scale. The first one is campaigns lack focus and scale. There's so much we could do. There's so much content we could create. But how do we know where to focus to drive maximum impact? To drive more ROI, to increase conversions? It's really hard. Really, really hard. Second one, you can't do anything in real time. The in-the-moment part of that, it's not real. And then last but not least, the journey's fragmented. You might be able to do some form of personalization for one channel, but to take that across multiple, it doesn't really work, not at scale. So, our objective in the next 30 minutes or so is to knock these over and show you how these aren't hurdles anymore. That was a lot of theory. I would love to transition us into seeing some of this stuff in practice. We're going to start with a video. It's a not-so-fictional story that I think illustrates how adaptive experiences can come to life. So I hope you like it.
I had this dream.
The same one?
It started the same, but there was something different about this one. I'm sitting in this park near my house when I notice a young woman sitting across from me. She opens our website to book a trip for work, but she ends up finding something else. Something personal. But even though I see it, our content doesn't adapt to it at all. She's my customer. This is the opportunity to connect with her and understand her needs at the right time. But nothing happens. It's so frustrating to be so powerless. And it's not just our brand that isn't reaching her. It's every brand. She just doesn't care.
This sounds like the same dream.
No. It starts the same, but something new happened. Suddenly, I realized this is what we've been missing. I need to know her. To take what I know and give her a digital experience that's for her. I started to dream of a different world. where the next time she saw our content, it wasn't dull and generic, but direct and purposeful. It made her stop and feel seen. I imagine this perfect union of insight and technology, crafting experiences that feel like they were tailored just for her. Not just something to scroll past, but something to listen to, something to keep. And finally, we felt connected. What do you think it means?
I don't think that has to be a dream.
What do you guys think? Pretty cool? Yeah. That's the future we see. That's the future we're building for it, and that's the future we want to take you on a journey to get to.